Greetings, one and all. Welcome back to NHL 19 franchise mode with your Winnipeg Jets. Or should I say, the 2020 Stanley Cup champion Winnipeg Jets. Yes, last episode we played through the 2020 NHL playoffs. And as you can see down here, the Winnipeg Jets made it all the way through to the Stanley Cup finals, where they played the defending champion Toronto Maple Leafs. But all it took was 6 games. 6 games of hard fighting, and the Winnipeg Jets managed to clinch their first Stanley Cup victory in franchise history. What an absolutely brilliant end to the episode. Just our second season at the helm of the Winnipeg Jets, and the Jets have done the unthinkable. They've won it all for the first time in franchise history. However, whilst winning the Stanley Cup is brilliant and tremendous and great, we have to look towards next season now, ladies and gentlemen, the 2020/21 NHL season. And of course, that begins with the off-season, the draft, and free agency. So before we enter the NHL entry draft, I just want to take a look at the contract situation. Having looked at it just before I started recording, I think we're in a pretty good position here. We have $3.45 million of salary cap available. And if we look at each of the positions, we're going to be able to keep most of our roster intact, I think. So, Adam Lowry, I said in a couple of episodes ago that I think Adam Lowry might be one of the guys that we have to trade away. He's almost earning $3 million. We've got Appleton and Roslovic, who can both jump up and take his place in the lineup, I think. They're 80 at 24, 79 at 23, but Roslovic always jumps up to an 80 every season. So Adam Lowry, I think there is a way to replace Adam Lowry. It's going to be sad to replace him, but I think that's the smart thing to do. Also in the system, we have Harkins at 74 at 23, so he's doing fine down there. But Scheifele, Duchesne, Appleton and Roslovic are a good set of centres, in my opinion. Plus, they're going to both want raises, and we can give them... Well, hopefully, if we're lucky, we can try and make it up for the 2 players for $3 million. We'll have to see, obviously. Then left wingers, we're set for our left wingers for next season. Panarin, Connor, Perreault and Kerdils, they've all got their contract through next season. Right wingers, we've got Patrick Laine, Nikolai Ehlers, Nick Patan is a player that we need to sign, and potentially Marco Dano. So we could maybe look at signing these 2 guys or qualifying them as RFAs, see what happens. Nick Patan, 81 at 25 years old. We should probably try and keep him if we can. He wants to stay with the team, which is good. And then defenseman, we have Jacob Trouba, who actually does want a contract with the team. He's the only defenseman that we need to sign for next season. If we take a look in the system, we've got Carlson, Niku, Logan Stanley. We've got plenty of defensemen in the system, but they're not quite ready to jump up to NHL time by the looks of it. And then goaltenders, we have Hellebuck and Eric Comrie, within the system being Brassard and McClellan. Yeah, fair enough. Okay, so we need to trade away Adam Lowry, and I think we should do it at the draft. Maybe pick up a draft pick for it. Because Adam Lowry, he's 81 at 27. He's hit the prime years of his career. He's not really going to grow anymore. We've got Appleton who can take his place, and we've got Roslovic who can take his place. So I think we've got to free up that salary cap space. That will give us about $6.5 million of salary cap, which would really help us out with some of these players that we want to sign. So let's go to the draft and see what we can get done. We have the last pick in the first round, I believe. Considering we won the Stanley Cup, that does make sense. So the NHL entry draft for the 2020 off-season. Okay, so the New York Islanders have the first pick. Let's just have a quick look. Are we down at the bottom? Yes, we are. Pick number 31. So I want to offer a trade. I'm not sure who to yet. Let's put on Adam Lowry into the trade block, and we'll see if any teams are interested. So the Anaheim Ducks are interested in picking him up. They don't have the salary cap space. The Arizona Coyotes are interested in picking him up. So the Islanders. Can we maybe get a solid pick from the Islanders? The Islanders are interested in him. They're a rebuilding team. So we could actually try and steal one of their later draft picks. Oh, they got Kotkaniemi. Interesting. We could actually try and steal one of their draft picks here. 2020. So they've got their first overall pick. They've got the 24th pick of Montreal. So if we took a third, that would technically be a late second. You know? So that could actually work out for us quite nicely. They're probably not that interested in trading it. We maybe chuck in a 4th as well, because they're interested in giving up their 4ths. So it's kind of like a late set, or an early 3rd and an early 4th is basically a late 2nd and a late 3rd, which would be really good for Adam Lowry. This is hopefully knowing where the team's draft is quite good. So, Adam Lowry for a 3rd and 4th round pick from the New York Islanders in this draft. Will that go through? Yes, it will. Okay, Adam Lowry, thank you for everything you did for the Winnipeg Jets franchise. You got your chance to lift the cup, but it's a business here, buddy, and you know how it works. So we've got plenty more salary cap space going on here. So, yes, let's sim options. Let's sim to our user pick, shall we? So, let's take a look. So, we don't really know many of the guys that we've picked. Oh, before we do, actually, we should take a look at who's been drafted first. Let's take a look at who's been available first. So, medium elite potential defenseman. Wow, we haven't scouted any of these guys. Medium elite, medium elite, medium elite. Wow, our scouting team really haven't done very much by the looks of it. They've got a couple of guys down here. But as you can see, some of our own drafting hasn't been too good. That's something we've got to make sure we do better this off-season and next season, is our drafting. So, Janssen, he is meant to be an... he's meant to be an AHL top 2 defenseman. Interesting. Let's take a look at... Oh, okay, elite. Potentially. He's meant to go 59th or 62nd overall. Okay, so I don't think we really need to worry about him for now. There's supposedly loads of elite players. Karkner, he's meant to go 43rd. Maybe we should draft this guy then. He had 25 points in 58 games playing in America. His strengths are his strength, his defensive zone play and character. His skating's a D though. Ugh, that's not very good. He's very friendly but keeps to himself. Potential low elite, supposedly. Okay, let's go for Karkner. We're going to pick Karkner, and he is... We don't get to see because we have to go back to the other section. That's the one annoying thing about winning the Stanley Cup. So, we don't know how good he is overall. Wow, this drafting isn't very good, is it? So let's sim to the user pick. We have pick number 19 of the second round. Okay. Pick number 19 of the second round. That's not too bad. It's better than the pick we would have had. Top 9 forward for Griffin. His rank is 47th. Bolduc, 55. He's meant to be elite. Let's scout this one. Let's scout Griffin. Take the centre, Griffin. He is a medium top 9 forward, supposedly. Okay. Sim to user pick, please. We have the 31st pick of the second round. Oh, so we had 2 second round picks here. I keep forgetting how many picks we have. So let's go to potential, see what's going on. Oh, we could also go to the gem bust system. Do we know any gems or busts? We do know some gems. Oh, okay. So they're later on. Another Datsuk. Wow, a Kazakhstani Datsuk. Hey. So 108th and 121st. I should keep them in mind. Henriksen says they're not busts. So we should probably look at that. Oh, 131st. 77th. What pick do we have? 62nd. Yeah, okay, we'll go for this one. So, Durocher, I believe that was his name. Oh, well, yeah, then we have the 3rd pick of round 1. So we've got back-to-back picks, which is pretty helpful. We might have that at the end of this round as well. So we've got pick number 63. Let's see what we do. I'm not expecting to have a very good draft here, I'm not going to lie. So 131st, 133rd. So we can leave him a couple of rounds. Let's take a look at the gem and the busts again. 108th, 121st. So we've got plenty of time before we need to start drafting some of those guys. I don't know. Who do you want to go for? 92nd. Let's take a look at the central scouting ranks. Oh, I don't really know a huge amount about these guys. Potential top 9 forward, right winger. Yeah, let's go for him. Why not? I mean, we kind of got that pick for trading one of our other players away, so I won't be too sad if it doesn't work out. Wow, we've got back-to-back picks in the 4th round. 94th overall and 95th overall. Okay, so let's take a look. Maybe we go for one of the gems. So, Utenen's meant to be a bust. Datsuk 108th at 94th. Yes, I think we should go for him. He only had 2 points in Russia. 11 minutes of ice time per game. His shooting's B-. Wow, okay, so his stats aren't that good. Would mesh well in any locker room. Has a well-rounded personality. Ivan Datsuk, you're meant to be a gem. Let's pick you up, bud. Then we'll make our next pick. Do we want to go for the other gem, or do we want to go for Vasilenko? No, we've got time to go for Vasilenko, actually. Do we? Yeah, because it would be a 5th round pick. No, actually, no, we don't. No, we don't. I'm not going to risk it. I want to go for this goalie that's potentially a high elite or a low elite. Yes, Volchenko. Yes, please. He's a right winger, and he is potentially a low elite. Okay, good. So, we've got the 6th pick of the 4th round as well. Right, okay. Well, we get to pick all the players that we wanted to pick then, which is quite helpful. I mean, we're not really going to be using any of these players next season, unless they're, like, super amazing. Kovalev, he's a gem. Yeah, we'll pick you up. We're picking up some of these guys early. He's a medium fringe starter, supposedly. But that's because I want to make sure I get the players that I want. Like, I could go with the guys that are supposedly meant to be drafted better. But I want to make sure I go for the players that I'm interested in. Okay, Kravchenko. Yeah, a defenseman. We haven't picked a defenseman so far yet. He is a supposedly low elite defenseman. So we'll have to check all of these players once we actually finish the draft. Because I have no idea if these players are actually going to pan out the way they are supposed to. Do you have any more gems? Nope, no more gems. Okay. I need to hire some more scouts. Top 9 forward, left winger, Kerinen, sure. I mean, I drafted him way early. But, you know, I've got to make him happy, you know? That might be the only thing that he has. So, the 12th pick of the 7th round. I think we've got one more pick. AHL top 6 forward. Do we have any more potential, like, elite guys or anything? Potential top 4 defenseman. I mean, if he turns out to be an AHL player, I'm not going to cry about it, you know? And then I think we have one more pick. Wow, we have picked a lot of players in this draft. Considering we just won the Stanley Cup, we managed to keep quite a lot of draft picks in place. So, top 9 forward, sure. Let's give it a go. So, the 2020 NHL entry draft is complete, and we have quite a big list of players that we've drafted. So, Karkner, Griffin, Dorosha, Lessard, Datsuk, Voloshenko, Kovalev, Kravchenko, Kerinen, Horvath, and Lagasse. Or Lagasse, however you want to call it, I don't know. So, interesting. Let's into the re-sign phase, sign our players, we can take a look at hopefully some of our other ones. The following scouts have expiring contracts on your team. George Lachance, AHL North. Okay, we'll take a look at scouts in a moment as well. We have 12 skaters that we need to re-sign. We have about $6.5, $7 million to do it. Oh wow, $7.5 million. Wow, we've actually saved a lot more than I thought. So the first thing I think we need to do is sign Jacob Trouba. Because 88, 84, 84, 83, and then hopefully 2 more 80s or an 80 and a 79 on the bottom 6 would be tremendous. Trouba does want to re-sign with us. He wants $5 million. Oh, that's going to be rough. Oh, I'm not sure if I can do $5 million. $5 million. We could see if we could try and do maybe 85% of that. So what was it? 4.975 divided by 100 times 85. I mean, we could do it for about 4.3. If we did it for about 4.3, I'd be quite happy. $4.3 million for 4 years for Jacob Trouba. I think that's a fair offer. Sami Niku will qualify you as an RFA. So, if we take a look at each position. So, centres, we have Duchesne, Scheifele, Appleton and Roslovic both need their contracts. Okay, how much do you want? 1.325. Ah, I love it when they don't ask for that much money. So we could probably do him for about 1.2. Let's try 1.2 million. He wants to re-sign with the team because we just won the Stanley Cup. And Roslovic. How much does Roslovic want? 1.350. Okay, that's not too bad. So 85% of that. We could probably do it for about 1.2 as well. Matching, $1.2 million contracts. Harkins will qualify you as an RFA as well. Gustafsson, no, I'm not really that interested. Wow, Griffin, I don't even know his overall. That's how bad that I've scouted so far this year. So, unsigned players. I just want to take a look. All skaters. Myrov. Okay, so we don't really know any of the overalls of any of these players, which is really helpful. So, we've looked at... So, centres, we've got Appleton and Roslovic hopefully re-signing, which is great. Left wingers, we're all locked up. Lemieux, okay, we'll qualify you as an RFA, bud. Datsuk, all that stuff I don't know. Right wingers, Nick Patan. So we've offered 4.4 million, then 1.2 million. So that's 2.4. So we're about 6.6. So I really don't have that much money. Oh, I can't give Patan that much money. We'll qualify him as an RFA. We've got Versteeg, we've got Marco Dana, who we can qualify as an RFA as well, just to make sure. Lippen, Blomqvist. Not really that interested in either of them, but we should probably qualify Blomqvist as an RFA. Defenseman, if we sign Trouba, then I'll be very happy, because that will be sorted. And then goaltenders, Brassat. We've got Kovalev as a fringe starter. Yeah, maybe go McClellan and Kovalev. Or how much does Brassat want? Okay, yeah. Yeah, okay, just under $1 million for a two-way contract is alright by me. Okay, so let's advance a day and see what happens. Hopefully our centres and our defence re-sign. So, Brassat has rejected his offer. Okay, fair enough. Trouba has rejected his offer. Okay. Roslovic and Appleton have accepted. Okay, good. So we've got our 4 centres for the upcoming season, which is very helpful. So if we take a look at our centre core, yeah, we've got Scheifele, Duchesne, Appleton, Roslovic. Perfect. Absolutely brilliant. So defence, we didn't quite give Truba the money that he wants. So if we go 4.750, if not, we'll just give him what he wants. We'll go 5 mil, but I kind of want to scratch a bit off as much as I can. So, okay, so Brassard doesn't actually want to re-sign with the team. Fair enough, okay. So I'm not going to push it. I might look for a goaltender in free agency. We'll take a look. So, Truba is back with the team. Perfect. So our entire defensive core is back. We traded away Adam Lowry to make enough salary cap space. Yeah, we signed both Appleton and Roslovic, and we still have about $400,000 to spare in trying to sign other players. So that's perfect. 2 for the price of 1, and then some. And plus, they're only like 1 or 2 overall less than him. So I think that was the right move to make. I don't know what you guys think. So we have just under $3 million of salary cap apparently. Patan, we could potentially sign him. How much does Marco Darno want? 1.250. Yeah, maybe. I might sign him to that. But defense, we're pretty set. So defense, we're set. I'm quite happy with that. So centres, we've got our 4 centres. Then Harkins, we're going to try and send him a qualifying offer. Then left wingers, we've got Lemieux that we're trying to get in the system to have a contract. Vesalainen, of course, 76 to 21. He keeps growing, which is awesome. Right wingers, we've got Line 8 Ehlers, which are both set. Patan, hopefully qualifies him as an RFA. We might have enough money to re-sign him. If not, we'll go with Marco Darno. There is 3 overall points difference, but we're going to have a bit of a lacking right winger position in the bottom 6. Our bottom 6 right wingers aren't going to be too good. Defensemen, then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we've got Gabriel Carlson and Sami Niku in case he rises, and Logan Stanley as well. And then goaltenders, we've got Hellebuck, Comrie, McClellan, and Kovalev. I'm quite happy with this team. I'm quite happy with the team that we've got. This team basically won us the Stanley Cup anyway. The only player we've lost is Adam Lowry. So I'm really happy with how this has gone. Harkins accepted his RFA offer, as has Blomqvist. Okay, awesome. So we're simulating free agency. So Georgia Chance has not been renewed. Pro Scout talking about trade block. Fair enough, fair enough. So, goaltenders. Free agents. Let's take a look. So, Taylor Hall is the highest free agent. 90 overall, with Alex Pietrangelo at 90 overall as well. Woo-hoo! Wow, Taylor Hall asking for $11 million. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he did get signed to something like that, because he is a stud in the league at the moment. So let's go to goaltenders. Let's see what's going on. And then we can sort out our scouting situation. Andre Vasilevsky. Jesus. Wow. And Braden Holtby. That's ridiculous. Both Andre Vasilevsky and Braden Holtby, 2 former Vezina Trophy winners, are currently unrestricted free agents. Wow, that is huge. Wow. I mean, if I had this, I could trade away Hellebuck and try and sign one of them because they're better. But I don't really want to risk it, to be honest. I mean, Vasilevsky would be nice. 92 overall at 25 years old. That would be awesome. But we've also got the risk of him potentially not signing with us. So I don't really want to risk it too much. Hellebuck won us a Stanley Cup. If we were in this position and Hellebuck hadn't won the Stanley Cup for us last season, I might be considering it more. But Hellebuck has shown that he can win the Stanley Cup for us. So I've got to go with him. I've got to trust him. So, Craig Anderson, Ryan Miller, Kari Lehtonen. I'm just looking... Should we go Thomas Greiss? He's 34 years old. Ullmark. Let's sign Ullmark and send him to the AHL. So, $1.225 million. Perfect. Then let's take a look at the players with their elite levels. So, Jeff Skinner, Mikhail Bodka, Carl Soderberg is potentially elite. No, he's not. Leipzig. He's a top 6 forward, supposedly. Joe Thornton, Spaulding, Howler, Tivoli, Saboka, Jimmy VC. He's quite a nice pickup. We could also try and go for a right winger here instead of Patan. Nah, you know what? I'm quite happy with the team that we've got, to be honest. I don't think we need to really push the envelope that much. We'll get Ullmark signed to our team. He can play in the AHL for us. But other than that, I feel pretty good about this. Hello. So the Calgary Flames would like to offer us their 3rd and 6th round pick for our 3rd, our 6th, and Valenti. No, thank you. Thanks for the offer, but I'm basically giving the same amount back. Sami Niku has been tendered an offer sheet for 2 years by the New Jersey Devils. You have the necessary salary cap to match their offer and retain his services should you wish to do so. Based on the lower salary, you will not receive any compensation. See, I might say, like, you can have him if I actually receive compensation, but because I don't, he can stay. So, Niku has stayed, And we've also we've also signed Ullmark. So we've got enough goaltenders in the system. To be honest, I'm quite happy. Like, I keep saying this, but this team is pretty set. You know, like, I don't really have anywhere that I'm going. For example, last year I was like, yeah, we need to re-sign we need to go into free agency and sign so many big guys. Whereas here I'm just kind of like, yeah, it's all right. Oh, hello, interesting. So, Mayorov, a 3rd and a 4th round pick for Washington's 2nd and Madison Bowie. Interesting, or Bowie, or however you wish to call him. He's 80 overall as a defenseman. That's pretty good, actually. He's only 67 overall, is Mayorov. We give up a 3rd and a 4th, but we get a 2nd in return. That could actually be a really good trade for us. If we take a look at our defensemen, we've got Bufflin, Morrissey, Trouba, Myers. All right, let's go overall, actually. Otherwise, we're not going to know. Bufflin, Morrissey, Trouba, Myers, Morin, Morrow. Bowie's already 80 overall, so he slots in up here. It'll mean our AHL defense has a solid group of players. The only thing is he's not got any years left on his contract, though. So he's an unrestricted free agent. He's 25 years old. I mean, but then again, he's 80 overall, 3 out of the something scouting. He might be 79 overall. So no, I'm not going to risk that. He might be a 78 overall guy, in which case I don't really need him, to be honest. So, in terms of free agency, I don't really think there's anything else we need to do. Petrangelo's still available. The goaltenders, Vasilevsky, both of them still remain unsigned. I mean, I could try and go for another player, but I don't really need to. If we take a look at our contracts, let's just take a look at how our lines would match up. So, if we take a look, centres, we have Scheifele, Duchesne, Appleton, Roslovic. Makes absolute sense to me. Harkins in the A. Then we have left wing, we have Panarin, Connor, Perreault, Kerdils, and Vesalainen if he grows high enough. Yep, brilliant. Sounds great to me. Then right wingers, we've got Laine, Ehlers, Versteeg, and Seth Griffith. I mean, it depends whether Patan or Darno actually re-signs a contract with us or qualifies as an RFA. Awesome. Defensemen, Bufflin, Morrissey, Trouba, Myers, Morin, and Morrow, with Gabriel Carlson as the 7th defenseman, but he might be higher overall than Morrow, and Morrow becomes the 7th defenseman. Perfect. Sounds good to me. Myers has only got 1 year left on his contract. Oh, and Bufflin's only got 1 year left on his contract. Just realised that. Then goaltenders, Hellebuck and potentially Ullmark, or it'll be Comrie, if not. Yeah, I'm more than happy with this team. I'm just going to simulate to the next season. This is going to be a very short off-season episode compared to some of the other ones we've done. Oh, no, scouting. We need to sort out scouting. Oh, I almost forgot that, didn't I? I don't want to go into the next season not knowing that much about quite a lot of these players. So, scouting. Quite a lot of ex-NHL players have become scouts in this game as well, I believe. So, we've got lots of B-rated guys. Let's hire a scout. Do we have any awesome A+ scouts that we can hire? Because that would be tremendous. A-, Jason Chimera, and Declan Penner. I thought it was Dustin Penner, but it's not. Yeah, okay, we can sign Jason Chimera. He's good in the AHL. Or we can always move him about. Jason Chimera, an A-. Yeah, let's do it. How much does he want? Okay, so we've got plenty of budget. He wants that for 2 years. Yeah, we'll offer Jason Chimera a scouting contract. There you go. And Declan Penner will offer you a contract as well. Sure. Other teams interested are Minnesota. Why don't you come scout for a Stanley Cup champion? Why not? Makes sense. So, one thing I would say is these C-rated guys. So we need to take a look at the actual regions that our guys are scouting in. So we've got one guy in Russia, Henriksen. One guy in La Liga. We've got 2 guys in the O. 1 guy in the Q. We've got a lot of guys in the AHL. So we need to kind of move these guys. And just before we end the episode, at the start of next season, we should start looking for other places to send some of these guys. Because I kind of want to go to more amateur areas. We've got a lot of pro scouts compared to amateur scouts. How many have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so let's just double check the scouts that were available. Are they both pro scouts? Or are they... Oh, I pressed the wrong button, didn't I? Or are they also amateur scouts? That's what I want to know. I assume they're pro scouts. In which case we'll have 10 pro scouts. Yeah, region AHL. We don't have anyone going to Europe, which is a bit of a pain in the ass. Europe, let's take a look. Who do we have? Oh, they're only C overall, though. That's a bit rubbish. So we've got 4 in the NHL, 5 in the AHL, 1 in the WHL, 2 in the O, 1 in the Q, 1 in the US, 1 in Scandinavia, and 1 in Russia. Russia would be a good... Scandinavia would be a good place to scout again, but they're only C overall scouts, so I'm not really that interested. I don't really have a huge amount of salary available anyway. So I might be able to shift some of those guys about. Let's advance a couple of days until we see if the scouts sign with us. Player meetings. What's up? It's probably Ullmark to say hi. Yeah, it's Ullmark to say hi. Hi, Ullmark. You need to perform at a high level. His morale improved. Awesome. Thanks, bud. Right, let's wait until these players re-sign with us. Or, oh no, these scouts actually sign with us. Declan Penn has decided not to. Well, you're not very nice. You want to go to Colorado and not a Stanley Cup champion. Hey, Jason Chimera. Hey, nice one, bud. A- overall. I love it. So, he's one of our best scouts now, which is pretty awesome. So if we simulate to September, end of September, this will be the 1st of October, won't it? Yeah, let's go to the 1st of October. There might be some offer sheets handed out. There might be some players that want to sign. Logan Stanley, a 4th and a 5th for a 2nd, and Hobbs, no thank you. Thanks for the offer, Washington, but I think I'll pass. The owner happiness is amazing. See, that's what I like to see, folks. That's what I like to see. Brendan Lemieux has signed his RFA deal, which is awesome. Lemieux is back. Perfect. Welcome back to the team, Brendan Lemieux. Awesome. A very happy GM Oddman Rush to get some of his players back. I'm hoping Nick Petan still resigns. 1st round pick for Merrill and a 3rd. No, thank you. I mean, my 1st round pick probably isn't going to mean much. Nick Petan, yeah, well, I've sent him a qualifying offer. All he has to do is sign it. If he doesn't want to, then fair enough, but we'll sort that problem out once we get to preseason, I think. So we're almost at the end of August. Petan should resign with us. He should do. I mean, I'm qualifying him as an RFA. I mean, he's 81 overall. I do have players that could replace him, but I'm kind of wanting him to stay there. We'll find out, I guess. Marco Darno has he's re-signed with the team. Okay, so we've got Darno to replace Petan. Anyway, so depends. An extra $54,000. Thanks, game. Much appreciated. I'm sure I'll try not to spend all of it at once. So the owner goals are champion. 25 sellouts this year. Sell 85% of available suites. Boost team chemistry by 5 to 84. And more club seats. I'll try my best. So, set captains. I assume Mark Scheifele is still our captain. Oh, captain, my captain. Oh, Lemieux has actually made the roster. Patrick Laine with an alternate and Big Buff with an alternate. Makes sense to me. Hellebuck and Ullmark made the roster. Okay, fair enough. Edit lines. Let's take a look at our lineup then, shall we? So, on the first line, we have Panarin with Scheifele and Laine. The second, we have Kyle Connor with Duchesne and Ehlers. Third line, Matthew Perreault with Roslovic and Kurdils. Then Lemieux with Appleton and Marco Darno. Defense, we have Morrissey with Bufflin, Trouba with Myers, and Morin with Gabriel Carlson. Have none of these guys grown at all? That's very interesting. Scratched, we've got Versteeg and Morrow. And then goaltenders, we've got Connor Hellebuck and Linus Ullmark. Interesting. Okay, so none of these players have really risen very much. Roslovic hasn't. Roslovic's a 4th line forward. Appleton's a depth forward. So put Roslovic on the 4th. Because Darno's a 4th. And Lemieux is a 4th. We have a legitimate 4th line, ladies and gentlemen. Hooray. And then we've got 3rd scoring line, depth, and 4th line. Okay. Then we've got 1st line. We've got 2nd line. We've got 2nd line. Then we've got 1st line, 1st line, 1st line. Okay. Then we've got top 4, top 4, top 4, top 4, top 6, and depth. Okay, fair dues. Right, that's our team then. Okay, not too bad. I mean, getting Petan would be very helpful. Maybe it's something we could look into. Yeah, let's take a look and see whether Petan wants to join us. What is he, a 3rd line guy? I would assume he would be. Yeah, let's take a look. So, upgrade and maintain. Let's do this first, shall we? So, I've been given some money. Oh, wow. We'll upgrade you. Why not? We've got money. We'll upgrade you. Just upgrade everything. I mean, if everything stops working, then we haven't even allocated our budget yet, so I don't think we've actually been given our money for next season yet. If we have, then I've just blown it all on a couple of improvements. Ah, well. So, contracts. Where are they? Team management. That's where they'd be. Contracts. So, taking a look at our RFAs. Nick Patan is the only RFA. We've got 2.735. Okay, so he wants less money. Okay, so let's do a 2 million. Yeah, let's do 2 million for 2 years for Nick Patan. I think that's fair. I think that's fine. He wanted 1.3 for a 1-year contract. I've given him 2 million for 2 years. I think that's alright. He only wanted 2.1 something anyway. So it's not as if I'm really undercutting him. So let's go to the end of pre-season. Go to October 1st. Hopefully Patan is back. Hey! Nick Patan is back. Huzzah. So, allocate budget. Have I already spent all of it? I've probably already spent all of it, haven't I? So, actually, scout travel. Scout travel, I'll go 1.325. Advertising, you drop. Arena operations, you want to get that up to like... We could get that up to 2.8. Let's go 2.5. Promotions. We'd actually get that up to 3 if we wanted to. Nah, let's keep that at 2.5. Scout salaries, we'll put that up to 3.25. Travel, we'll put that up to 1 million. Advertising... then a bit on promotions. There you go. Just spreading the wealth, you know. So Nick Patan has accepted his offer. Awesome. Auto-assign promotion nights. Really don't care. Okay, perfect. So, if we go to edit lines, we should have another look. Should have 2 scratched players now. So, Patan is in. Is he not? Best lines. Is Patan scratched at the moment? No, he's not. Is he in roster moves? Okay, fair dues. Roster moves. Let's bring Nick Patan up. We need the man. So, do we have enough skaters? Yes, we do. So, Nick Patan, join the team, bud. Thank you very much. Right, okay. And then if we go best lines from... Okay, then we go back into edit lines and go best lines from here. Yeah, that makes sense. So, if we edit lines or go best lines, then Patan should be in the lineup. Yes, he is. He's on the 3rd line, and he is a depth forward. Okay. So, Marco Darno is a scratch now. Okay, fair enough. So we've got Vestig, Darno, and Morrow. The only thing I'm thinking is Kerdils is a left wing. So then if we replace Lemieux... Sorry, Lemieux. Vestig, you're a depth forward. Marco Darno, you're a 4th line forward. There's no point really replacing him then, is there? So Appleton's playing on the 3rd line. Roslovic's playing on the 4th line. So we have a 4th line here still, which is great. And we've gotten slightly better as well, which is pretty helpful. Then defense stays the same, roughly. We've got some pretty decent defensemen here. Then Morin and Carlson. We could always swap Myers to the 3rd pair and bring one of the left-handed defensemen up. Nah, I'm not really feeling it. Okay, awesome. So, if we sim to the regular season. Scouts. Scouts. Let's do that now, shall we? Sign scout. Here we go. So, we've got quite a lot of scouts in... So, the AHL Pacific has several scouts. So, region, AHL Pacific. Jason Chimera. Select. Where else are you good? AHL North. He's good in the NHL as well. The USA East. Perfect. So, I want you to change to the USA East, please. North America. USA. USA East, please. No, wait. No, that's AHL. What am I doing? What am I doing? North America. USA. Yeah, USA. Okay, AHL... Oh, no, that's the current assignment. My bad. USA East, okay. It'll take 3 hours and cost $790. Fair enough. Okay, so Jason Chimera has gone to USA East. I don't believe I have another player. I had a player... USA West. Okay, awesome. So that's fine. USA East. AHL Pacific. We've got another one here. Spiller. They're both A+ kind of guys. So let's take a look at Fournier. Is he good at scouting anywhere else? Not particularly. What about Spiller? USA East. The WHL. Okay. Do we have a guy in the WHL, don't we? Yes. Shelley's in the W. And that's pretty much all he's good at. Spiller. Yeah, I think the W would be the best place for you to go, actually. You're an A- in the W. Yeah, let's send you to the W. So you're going to the WHL. North America. CHL. We'll send you to the WHL, please. So we've got 2 guys in the W. That's fair. Oh, an achievement. Hey! CHL Scout, 15 gamer score. Assign a scout to one of the WHL, OHL, or QMJHL regions in franchise mode. Wow, it took me 3 seasons to get that achievement. Wow. Okay. So if we go regions again, we've got 2 in the OHL, Conboy and Holmberg. He's pretty much only good in the OHL. Holmberg, his scout overall is B. He's good in the WHL, but we've already got 2 in the W now. So we've got 1 in La Liga, the AHL Atlantic, AHL Central. Okay, we've got 2 guys in the AHL Central. We've got Gormley. That's pretty much the only place that he's A+ at. And then we've got Raycroft. Raycroft is also good at the Q and USA East. Can we send him to the Q? We have a guy in the Q, don't we? Yeah, we do have a guy in the Q who is good at the Q. Yeah, I'd rather him be in the Q than AHL. We'll still have a guy in the AHL. Yeah, I'd rather send this guy to the Q, to be honest. So, CHL and QMJHL, the Quebec Major Junior Hockey League. Awesome. Okay, so if we go regions again, so we've got 2 in the OHL. We're going to have 2 in the WHL, 2 in the Q, 1 in the AHL Atlantic, 1 in the AHL Central. We've got 2 in the NHL Central. Okay. We've got Sestito and Whitaker. So, NHL, AHL North, the Q. We've not got very many good ones overseas, which is the problem. Sestito, the OHL, USA East. Now, we'll leave those ones there. Okay, so, let's actually manage what we want them to do. So, find prospects. Find prospects. Yes, please. Wow, this is really in-depth. I can't believe it's taken me this long to actually find it in-depth. Any position, prospect quality, any duration, entire season. So I want to, no, let's go 3 months. So you're going to spend 3 months finding any players in Russia that you can. Perfect. So he's been given his job. You're looking at, you're finding prospects, aren't you? Potential and comparison. USA East, I want you to find prospects, please. Any sort of prospect for 3 months. Then we'll get back to you after that. Paris, USA West, find prospects. Just keep looking for these prospects, boys. I want them to go any, go for 3 months. Raycroft, find prospects. I'm just going to make sure all of these guys know that I just want them to find prospects. Just any prospects they can, and then we'll start scouting specific players from there. About halfway into the season. The Q, you are scouting specific players. We'll make you find prospects for now. Yeah, just make most of them find prospects for the time being. I think that's the most common sense thing to do. Specific players. Quite a lot of them are doing specific players now. We'll leave a couple of them on specific players. Maybe if there's 2 guys in the same region, that would make the most sense. So yeah, so you're looking at specific ones. You're looking at discovering prospects. The OHL. Okay, so the Q, we've actually got 2. So Raycroft, you're going to scout specific players, actually. So their rank 1. Wait, what's that? I'm confused. Oh, okay. And we can change. Potential and comparison would be the best thing to do. Oh, whoops. What did I do? Oh, this is all very confusing now. So, scout specific players, please, Raycroft. And then we want potential and comparison. 2, 3. Oh, wow, I can scout up to 50. Jesus. Okay. So, let's scout up to 50 then. Can I just... Is there, like, an all players button? Ah, it takes him longer, obviously. The more players he does. So let's get him to do 25 players. That'll take him about 3 months. 3-4 months. 3, 4, 5. Confirm assignment. There you go. So you're going to scout loads of specific players. Oh, another achievement. Fully scouted. 15 gamer score. Assign a scout to create a potential and comparison report on an amateur. Wow. Okay, so I'm gaining a lot of gamer score now. It's more gamer score than I've had in NHL 19 since like the first week it came out. So the W, we've got discovering prospects and scouting specific ones. The OHL, we should probably change one of these to find prospects. You guys probably aren't interested to see this, to be honest, but I'm doing it, and I'm not editing it out, because I can't be asked. Then AHL, so they're scouting specific players. Yeah. That's fine. Okay, awesome. So I'm happy with the scouting now. We shall go to the start of the regular season, and we will end this episode there, I think, ladies and gents. So we have, this is the preseason, isn't it? We want to go to regular season, please. I want to go to the regular season. I don't know what accent that was. I have no idea. So, soon, next episode, we're going to start our defense of our Stanley Cup championship. Will we repeat? Will we win consecutive cups? Let's find out, ladies and gents. This is going to be awesome. This is going to be an exciting season. Salary cap, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, I really like how in-depth the scouting is now. I don't like the fact that you don't know your own team's overall points exactly. That kind of annoys me. But, I mean, it does some good stuff. Does some bad stuff. Now the preseason is complete. I've already assigned all my scouts, so problem solved. And next episode, we will start our 2020-2021 NHL season against the Broad Street Bully Philadelphia Flyers. So yes, I'm going to end this episode here, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you have enjoyed. Please feel free to like, subscribe, share, or watch some of my other videos. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.